everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you taking the time to sit down and watch this. If you don't know me, my name is Catherine. I'm a full-time mental health therapist and a part-time reseller and a full-time makeup lover. So this video is gonna be an update of my February Shop My Stash and then rolling into March Shop My Stash. So I figured I'd give everybody just an update of my thoughts about the products that I just used and what's gonna be in the next month's stash. So if that sounds interesting, please stick around. All right, so February, and again, just a reminder, I Shop My Stashes, you know, because I'm a huge collector of makeup and a lover of makeup, I basically have accumulated a lot of stuff. And so with that, some things kind of get pushed to the back just because, you know, I'm getting new things that I want to try out. So this is a chance to kind of show love to some of those products that I haven't touched for a while and just kind of re-fall in love with them again, basically. And another goal of mine is actually to pan the items or use them all up if possible. So this month we had the Dr. Jart Ceramidian Moisturizer Toner. I feel like I used this twice a day and I still have, if I can see it in the light, I still probably have a third of this left. But I am going to take it out because I do have some other moisturizers that I want to try. Another thing was my Charlotte Tilbury highlighter, Star Glow. This I used almost every day, but I did realize that I think this is going to be better for summer months when I have a little bit more of a tan, because on my very fair skin in the winter, it's a little bit dark, just a little bit. So I think having a tan is going to be better for it. For concealer, I had my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the color Brightener. I use this a lot too. I think in my other video too, I said that like this is good, not great in my opinion, and I think I'm just trying to use it up. I don't know, I'll probably put this in my other basket too, just to finally get rid of it. And I probably won't purchase this again. As far as for brows, I did put in this Patrick Ta brow wax. I used it, I have a hard time with brow waxes. I feel like when I spoolie them in, the wax just gets everywhere, and I don't know, I'm still trying to figure it out. I do have some other clear brow gel items that I'm gonna try to go through because I hate wasting them, but this will be going out for this month. As far as foundation, I had the Foundsealer by Tarte. This I used, I would say probably about half the time, and then the other half I would use other foundations just because I kind of got bored of this one a little bit. So I am happy to kind of rotate another foundation in for this. One product that I did use all the way up was the Milk Makeup Melatonin Overnight Serum. Was able to finish that up. I'm sure I could scrape out a little bit more of there, but always happy to finish up a product. Again, in my previous video, I like this. It's not something that I would go purchase myself. I did receive this in one of my subscription boxes. I think it was FabFitFun, and it was nice. I don't think that it actually helped anything to go to sleep, but it was a nice serum. For bronzer, I have the Colourpop Going Coconuts bronzer in Coconut Beach. Still a favorite of mine. I don't know if you could tell, but there is a little bit of a dent in it, so I'm always happy about that. This is Tarte Shape Tape. This I will be decluttering. I said in my other video, it's just not a favorite of mine. I don't know if it's because of the color or because of the formula. I don't like it. And if I don't like things, why keep them? So I will be decluttering this one. One concealer that I do love is the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. This one is a really great lightening one. what color am I? Fair 04. So this is a great concealer. I feel like because I am super light or fair, this does a really good job of brightening my under eyes and just kind of bringing contrast to the parts of the face that you want contrast. So this is still a great concealer. Blush, we had the Flower Beauty Flower Pot Powder Blush in the color Sweet Pea. I did use this a lot. This is still really nice. I mean, you can't even tell I put a dent in it, but I did use it a fair amount. Really pretty blush, but I will be rotating something else in preparation for spring months, and I feel like that mauve color is a little bit more towards like winter, so I'm going to add in something a little bit more poppy for spring. As far as powder, I was using my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless, they never put the names on these things. Just I think the airbrush powder. This is one of the little mini ones in the color Fair, or number 1. Again, it's hard to tell, but I feel like I did put a little bit of a dent in it, so that's always exciting. As far as mascara, I was using Benefit Bad Gal Bang. Again, I kind of fell in love with this, and oh, how cute is that packaging with the studs and everything. Fell in love with this. I can tell that I'm like getting towards the end of it, so I might throw it into my next one just to kind of get rid of it. But again, I really like this silicone bristles, something smaller, just because I do have hooded eyes, so it makes it a lot easier to put on mascara without getting it everywhere. So still really like that one. This is something I did not mention in my other video, but it was something that I was using pretty frequently. This is the Brow Gel by Tonya Crooks in medium brown. So on one side it has a spoolie, on the other side it's a brow pencil with a sharpener top. This, I don't know. I feel like this with a lot of things, like I like it, but I don't love it. I think I'm just trying to use it up. I don't know. I'll think about this one if I want to keep it. As far as lip glosses, still have the Artist Couture lip gloss mini that I don't feel like I used that often. And that's probably a sign of something. I don't know, I'll have to think about if I want to keep it or not, because I have so many other glosses, and if I didn't reach for it, then I probably don't need it. And then lastly, for eyeshadows, my poor Bite e.l.f. one, the lightest shade is basically all crumbled. I did notice when I used it, it was very powdery, like it had a lot of kickback, and but not with the other ones. So I don't know if it was just that specific color that was formulated that way or what, but it is pretty much destroyed. There are ways that you can press these back in. I don't think I'm gonna take the time to do it. It's a $3 eyeshadow, and I have this color and a million other eyeshadow palettes, so I probably won't do that. I'll just dump it out and use the other colors. And then one that I actually did use a lot, surprisingly, was the Natasha Denona Mini Love Palette. It actually got some pretty significant dents in a lot of the products. So I'm super glad that I put it in here. It's a great way to, especially with it being February and Valentine's Day, I thought it was appropriate to put in the Mini Love Palette. So that was it for February. Now let's get into March. All right, so here is March's Shot My Stash. And pretty much going in no particular order. This was the e.l.f. Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. This was something that I was working on in my last one that I didn't mention in my original video, but I was working on it, and we are so close to being done with it, so I figured I'd keep it in this one just to finish it off. Wanting to test out new moisturizers, so not necessarily new, but new to me. I have a whole bin of moisturizers that I've like received in subscription boxes or even purchased myself that have been sitting there forever. So I was like, it's time to break into those bad boys. So one of them being the Wishful Honey Balm Jelly Moisturizer. And this is by Huda Beauty. It has lavender, honey, niacinamide, and turmeric. And it's actually a really cool, interesting product. It has like a little illumination towards it, like kind of pearly, really nice on the skin, and it smells phenomenal. It smells like lavender and honey. As for another moisturizer, the Dr. Jart Sika Pear Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment. So what this is it's actually a green product, and it's supposed to cancel out redness on your face, and it does blend out into pretty much supposed to kind of like blend into your skin color, but cover up those the red spots, which I get red spots like right in here. So I've been using those two together to kind of combat that. And this was something in my last box. Again, this is a MAC Strobe Cream Hydrant. It's just the Strobe Cream in pink light. Again, in the light, you can kind of tell I probably have about a third of it left, so I just want to finish that up as well. Let's see. We'll go into face powder. This is the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. I don't know if you can see, kind of an interesting packaging. I like how it like concaves right in there, so it's not super duper messy. So that's what I'll be working on this month. Foundation wise, I actually just got this new Revlon Photo Ready Candid Glow, the Moisture Glow Anti-Pollution Foundation in the color 130 or Ivory. I actually just I originally purchased the 110, and I think it was in porcelain. It was funny, my husband, when I used it first, my husband was like, your face is like a ghost. So I'm pretty fair as it is, so it was kind of funny to find a foundation that was even more fair than I was. So I don't know if I'm getting a little bit more tan or what, but I did exchange it for this color, the 130 Ivory. This is what I have on my face today. Actually, everything that I have in my March Shop My Stash is on my face, so I'll do close-ups in a little bit. As far as blush, I'm going with my Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic blush in Pillow Talk. It's really nice, like I just kind of swirl them together. It gives a nice little shimmer glow to your cheeks. Another thing that I kept from my last one is the Catrice Camouflage Cream in Wake Up Effect. It is kind of this salmony peach color to use under eyes to kind of cancel out any dark spots. So I did pan it. So if you can see that little pan in there. So I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm going to keep it in just because I like the effects of it. Let's see, as far as bronzer, I do have my Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. This is a little mini version of it. I really like this contour color. It's a really nice cool brown color, not super orangey, nothing like that, so it's really pretty. And then the highlight is actually gorgeous as well, very subtle highlights. Speaking of highlights, I just got this new one from Ofra, and this is the first time I'm trying an Ofra highlight, and this is the Steph Tom's collaboration in Milk and Cookies. She just came out, and actually it smells like cookie dough, so that's always nice. It's a very subtle smell. It's not like sickening sweet. It's very subtle, but that's what I have on my cheekbones today. Continuing with the matte Paint Pot and Painterly as an eyeshadow primer. Again, made some pretty significant dents in there, so I'm going to keep on with that. As for mascara, this was another thing that I got from Ofra. This is their HD Volumizing Mascara. Again, silicone brush, smaller, kind of flimsy, perfect for my hooded eyes so mascara doesn't get everywhere on me. Concealer wise, I actually have the Nars Radiant, what is it? I think this is the Nars Radiant Cream Concealer in Vanilla, Light 2 Vanilla, a little mini version. Again, if there's a mini option, I'm gonna get that opposed to the regular size one, just because, again, I have so much makeup, and if I just really, I'd rather have a mini than commit to the full and then it just go to waste. Let's see, as far as brows, so this is the Utinic and Beauty. I know I definitely received this in one of my subscription boxes. This is the Fill and Tame Brow Gel. It says it's tinted. No, it's clear. I think they probably do have tinted ones. This is just the tinted brow gel that, you know, kind of keeps your brows in place. Be going through that. And this is a new product to me. I just picked this up at actually TJ Maxx for like $10. It's normally like $24 or maybe even more than that, but got it for $10. This is one of those like old school pens from elementary school or something, the little pens that you can pop down. And so what it is actually has, it's called the Brow Contour Pro. So it actually has like different shades to use. So you have the deeper shade, which I use in the tail of my brow, and then there's a little bit lighter shade that I feather into the front. And then there's also a definer shade that you can, almost like a concealer, and then a highlighter. After using this just a few times, it's very creamy. So I noticed when I put it in and then I kind of spoolie it through, it kind of gets everywhere. So you have to clean it up. You either do your brows before your foundation, or just know that you're gonna have to clean up around your brows afterwards. As well as the definer and the highlighter. I don't think I'm gonna get too much use out of that. The colors just don't seem quite right for me, but I do enjoy the actual brow shade. So I'll be doing that. And let's see, for lips, again, I don't think I put this in my last video, but it was something that I was using quite frequently. This is the Colourpop Lippie pencil in Oh Snap. So kind of a mauve-y shade, not as mauve-y cool as I intentionally wanted. It's a little bit more brown on me, but still a nice color, still a really nice neutral. Another product that I was using in my last one is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I think it's the matte version. I forget what the actual one is called. Again, a little mini color, nice mauve-y nude. Really nice neutral, so I'm just gonna be keeping it in there and to try to finish it up. Two more lip products. This is the Colourpop Velvet Luxe in Fatale. This is actually what I have on my lips today. It's really pretty nude color. Dries down. It dries down matte, but it's like a comfort matte. It's definitely not something that's super drying to your lips. So that's why it's called a velvet matte. And then for a little bit of gloss and shine, I have Fenty Gloss Balm in Fussy. That's what the doe foot looks like. And these smell so good too. So going through that. And then lastly, I have two eyeshadow palettes that I think would be perfect for spring. The first one, well actually they're both Colourpop. Colourpop Palettes. This is the Garden Variety. That packaging is super on point, especially for me who lives in Arizona. We love a good succulent here. And then this is what it looks like on the inside. So a nice mixture of nudes and like little pops of color. So I think this will be perfect for spring. And then my second palette is the one I actually have on my eyes. Another one from Colourpop. This is in collaboration with Star Wars Mandalorian. This is the Child palette. So it's a nice 9pan palette, and it's mostly greens. Try not to blind you. mostly greens. And again, I'll take a little close-up of my face so you can see what it looks like up close. So that is all I have for March. Hopefully I can finish some of these products. I'm almost to the end of them, and that's always exciting to finish them up. I do plan on doing a empties video. Is that what it's called? Yeah, an empties video sometime soon once I gather up a few more products. So hopefully you'll be seeing some of these in there at that time. Again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Comment below your thoughts about any of these products. Have you tried them? Do you like them? Do you hate them? And if you're doing your own, shop your stash. So thank you so much and have a great rest of your day.